Hey everyone, I hope your day is going well and you're able to get things done today. Hope you're hanging on to your hats on this windy day, but still being able to enjoy yourself with your family, friends, those who you're able to be in contact with today. As the province begins to reopen, I hope that you're taking some advantage of that, but doing it safely and responsibly, of course. And we as a church are going to be talking about what us reopening will look like as well in the coming days and weeks as well. And so I hope hopefully in a couple of weeks here you'll be able to see a bit of a reopening plan for us as well. So look for that. And nothing unfortunately is going to change anytime soon. Just because we want to be respectful and safe, but just look for some sort of thoughts and ideas centering around where we think that we're going as well in the near future. Well, at any rate, we are continuing in our series, our devotional series, looking at the Heidelberg Catechism, and we're going to look at Lord's Day 5 today. Lord's Day 5, like I said, we're not going to look at every single one of them, Lord's Day by Lord's Day, but we'll jump ahead to number 5 because it is sobering, but I hope to show you that it is ultimately good news. So let me just read question answer 12 and 13 here to start us. So the question answer 12, according to God's righteous judgment, we deserve punishment both in this world and forever after. How then can we escape punishment and return to God's favor? The answer, God requires his justice be satisfied. Therefore, the claims of his justice must be paid in full, either by ourselves or another. Question answer 13, can we pay this debt ourselves? The answer is certainly not. Actually, we increase our guilt every day. Well, so we talked about law and gospel last time I did one of these. Law shows us our guilt. Gospel, of course, is the picture of the grace in our way to have the guilt removed from us. Well, the idea lurking behind Lord's Day 5 here is a heavy one. It's the idea of hell. And so my goal in the next couple of minutes here is to convince you why is hell good news for us. And that's a hard task, let me tell you, but I think one of the main reasons that we can understand that hell is good news, or that it is a good thing, is for the idea of God's justice. What the Catechism mentions in the answer of question and answer 12 says God requires that his justice be satisfied. Hell reminds us that those who have offended God, who have committed sin against him and not received his atoning sacrifice to cover it, those things will be punished. It tells us that ultimately that those who have done wrong and who have tried to atone for their own sins will ultimately atone for their own sins in hell. It tells us that God will ultimately provide justice and make all things right. And the beauty of this Lord's Day, of Lord's Day 5, is that it doesn't end on this note, though. Yes, we need to recognize and understand that we believe as Christians that hell is a real place, that it is the place where God's justice will be enacted. But we also believe that God has provided a way for us to be restored into right relationship. He has provided us a deliverer and a mediator. Question and answer 15 points just to that. What kind of mediator and deliverer should we look for then? And the answer, only one who is truly human and truly righteous, yet more powerful than all creatures, that is one who is also true God. The beauty of this is that God has provided a mediator, a deliverer, one who is truly human, and so one who can pay the penalty of humanity's sin, and one who is also fully God, who can bear the righteous wrath, the deserved wrath of God, and set us free from our sin, set us free from hell. And so, as we bear that in mind, we recognize that justice will be enacted, but also the good news is that God has provided us a Savior and set us free from the punishment, quite frankly, that we deserve. So I hope that's encouraging for you, recognition of God's justice and His grace all in one. I hope you have a good day. Many blessings as you go about it, and we'll talk to you again soon.